Hey, this is Joe. Ask Joe about money. And today we're going to continue our trader education series. And today we're going to be talking about buy low, sell high, also known as support and resistance. If you're any type of, not even a trader, any type of investor, you've heard this before. Buy low, sell high. Heck, my 10-year-old son, when he comes into my trading office at the end of the day, he points to the chart and says, Dad, you want to buy down here and sell up there, right? And he couldn't have said it better. Buy low, sell high. Even a 10-year-old knows that. But my question to you is, why is that so hard? Because really, what we're trying to do, whether if we're shorting, we're trying to sell high and buy lower, or if we're buying low and selling higher, why is it so difficult? And today, I want to show you some real life examples of what support and resistance looks like and why we have a hard time. And the reason why is because of psychology, okay? The market looks its very best when it's at the highs, and the market looks at its very worst when it's at the lows. Now, this doesn't mean to just go out there and just sell a market that's going up or buy a market that's going down. That's not what we're talking about. But what we're talking about is that we all know to buy low, sell high. Yet, when the opportunity comes to buy low, we freak out and we say, things look really bad right now. The world's coming to an end. We can't buy now. And that was the exact opportunity to buy. Or the market's going high and we're like, this market, it's getting better and better. All the news is good. All the sentiment is good. And guess what? That was the time to sell. Now, luckily, we have a roadmap. And that roadmap is called support and resistance. Support and resistance is not something that I made up or something that's magical. Support is simply very simple. Last time the market was here, the market participants bought at this price. Resistance. Last time the market was here, participants, the stock market participants and traders sold at this price. Let's look at a real life example. I was just looking at a 15-minute chart on the S&P 500. And so when we look at it here from a simple, if we just start back here, okay, market makes a high up here. And as we see all these green candles and the market is coming up to, resistance is up here. Now we're not gonna be able to sell right at resistance. That's why we scale into trades, is because I could look up here and I could say, I'm going to put a risk box with a stop above that high and get short once I see a reversal. Let's just say, let's make this a little bit bigger so we can see what's going on here. But let's just say, so the first thing is let's define resistance. So why is this resistance? This is resistance because last time the market came up here, the market went, that's resistance, and it failed. So this time it's a lower highs, this is resistance. So now what we can do is we could say once we see a red bar that turns down, we could short below it and we would have a stop up here. So this will be our risk box. But here's the issue. Okay, even though we know this is coming up to resistance, we just saw this huge bull run and we're saying, wait a minute, what if it keeps on going? But guess what? Where did it fail? Around resistance, okay? Now, the market, same thing, okay? The market comes back up here, okay? The market comes back up here. Look at where resistance is, and this time it's a lower high and the market turns down, and look what happened. The market looks so strong and it turned back down. Now let's look at it from the support perspective. We all see this is support down here, right? This is support. But how many of us, once we see all of these red bars, would be willing to buy above this green bar because this is support? Because we're going to be looking at, we can't buy, look what just happened. So here is support. But again, if you're looking at this chart from here, at this point, are you willing to buy? The exact best time to buy was here at support, but look at what it looked like on the chart. So we have to be really of our mindset, because when this is coming down to support, it's not looking very good, is it? It's looking very scary. But when was the exact right time to buy? Now, of course, we don't know that in retrospect, but the point is that we bounced off of support, okay? And that was the best trade. Now let's see what else we have here. Let's see what else we could take a look at. So same thing here, okay? Market comes up to resistance, big green bars, and then the market comes up. This happens over and over again all the time. It's going to keep on happening. This is called human nature. And what we have to, if we understand support and resistance, and we understand where sellers are, and it's not about just selling because the market's high, it's that we're seeing this every time the market would get up here, it would fail. Get up here, it would fail. Get up here, it would fail. Up here, fail. And it's not perfect, right? That's why we have to give it enough room. We have to give it wiggle room. We have to adjust our position sizing accordingly. But remember, what we're trying to do is buy low, sell high, buy at support, sell at resistance. Now, at the end of the day, we look at support and resistance on longer time frames, but we zero in on, let's say, a 5-minute chart, so we could get a little bit more granular and get a good entry price. So it's not about just buying at support and resistance, it's being aware. Where is support? Where is resistance? We're trying to buy low and we're trying to sell high. So if we're at support, we're looking for a long trade. If we're at resistance, we're looking for a short trade. Thank you all. Trade and manage your risk.